Shalom, shalom. I do want to start off this lesson by saying all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH, for giving me the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. This lesson I do want to get into today is about the wars that's the conflict that's happening between Israel and Iran and Russia and America. Because now it seems like that Russia is about to join in this war. Now, obviously, Putin did say that, he's not going to provide Iran with supplies. And in a Canadian video, he meant to say that, And the reason why they believe that Putin meant to say that is because they're trying to bait America into the war to be fully committed. All right, because when America be fully committed into the war against Iran, what's going to happen is that Russia is going to join in and fight, and China, because their goal is to destroy America. Their goal is just to beat America, and it is going to work. Prophecy said so. That YAHAWASHI raised up the Medes against them to do what? To destroy America ultimately. And if you see Isaiah 13 verse 17, it says what? Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. Who are the Medes? Those are the Russians. They're the one who's going to stir up against America in the end times. And we're in the end times right now, where YAHAWASHI is about to do great judgment. Which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And Russia is not delighting in them no more policies of agreement or money or anything. They're gonna do what they had planned to do. And what the plan is? To destroy America. To go to war against America and ultimately destroy it. Why? For its wickedness. Alright? For its indulgent thing. And who put the spirit upon Putin to do this? Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Alright? He done this so he could have vengeance upon the heathens for what they had done to the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latino, and American. And Esau, Edom is a heathen too. And don't get me wrong, don't think that Russia is going to get away with judgment too. Russia's going to get judged too. Alright? But right now the main focus is upon America, because America is near. It's nearer than you believe. And America is going to stay desolate forever. It's never going to be inhabited ever again. It's never going to be dwelt in ever again. It's just going to be a burnt land. That's what's going to come to pass to America. All right? And we're in that days where YAHAWASHI is basically raising up Putin to do so. All right? So let me explain the situation that's happening now. So Putin had released some information how he's not going to help Iran by not giving them supplies. He's not going to help them by giving them supplies like air defense systems or missiles. And the reason why he's not doing it is because he wants America to actually fight against Iran. He wants to see if they're really going to do it. Because if that's the case, Russia's going to join in and basically fight with Iran against America. All right, Iran is the place where they get oil, where they get the fuel supplies, their iron. I forgot the other resources that they need, but mainly Iran has the resources that you want to have, so you could create, technology. All right. Obviously, you need some chip too. That's why China's gonna go a war against Taiwan, because they're the biggest manufacturer for chips. But mainly, if you want to make like a car, let's say you need a car like metals or iron or resources, Iran would have that good resource to do so. And I really forgot what resource what it was, because that resource is basically critical. I forgot what it is. I forgot. And I was watching this video too. But basically is one of the resources that Iran has that China and Russia needs. And if Iran is lost to America, China and Russia is kind of screwed. Now, yes, China and Russia do have their own resources, but I don't know what it is. They don't have a certain resource that Iran has. And that's the only thing that could really help them with their nation. All right, so they really need Iran, and America wants Iran, because if they take out Iran, they could surround China and Russia. And so if China do something or Russia do something, America could really take them out through NATO and their military power. They could really take them out. So the war is happening in somewhere in the Middle East where Iran is at, and Trump and Putin plan is basically to wait. Because as soon as America put all their weapons down, put all their military power down in Iran, Russia's going to pull out and go to war against America. And that's basically what's about to come next. That's basically their plan. That's some people's prediction. All right. And I believe so too, because Putin seems quiet for all of a sudden. Putin been quiet. Putin been calm. It's as if everything's going according to plan for Putin to strike America. All right, because in their hearts, one day they're gonna have an evil thought in their head. The book of Ezekiel chapter 38 talks about it. They're gonna have an evil thought in their head where they're gonna basically nuke America, and that evil thought is gonna come to pass very soon. But let's read the scripture again. Isaiah 13 verse 17. Behold, I'll stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Verse 18, their bows also shall dash young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruits of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. All right, what are the bows talking about? The bows are talking about the ICBM missiles. All right, it's gonna dash the young man to pieces, because that's literally what a nuke is created to do, to destroy, to vaporize, to eradicate, and that's what's gonna happen to America. It's gonna be eradicated. And they shall have no pity on the fruits of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. These nukes are not going to spare anything in their paths. As soon as they launch from one continent to another continent, as soon as it's in its air and it see its target, it doesn't care if a little baby's in the way, or a little boy is in the way, or old grandma's in the way. It's going to fulfill what it was created to do. And what was the ICBM missile created to do? To destroy. All right, the 2 atomic bombs that they dropped in Japan, that destroyed damn near a lot. It was a devastating blow. And these nukes are powerful than I'm pretty sure, like, what, 20 times powerful, 30 times, 100 times powerful than an atomic bomb that they dropped in Japan. This is gonna be a decimation, destruction, a wipeout. And that's basically about to come to pass next, where when Russia's gonna join in the war, the war's gonna be long. It's not gonna happen like 2 seconds. It's not gonna escalate that fast. The war is going to be going on, America's going to be losing some battles. Russia's going to be losing them battles. Then America's going to be losing a lot of battles. And then America's going to pull out the nuke card, and Russia's going to feel threatened. They're going to shoot their nukes. That's my opinion. But ultimately what's going to happen is what? Russia's going to shoot their nukes at America, and America will be destroyed. All right, verse 19, in Babylon, America, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when God, YAHAWASHI, overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Who is Sodom and Gomorrah? I said, who is Sodom and Gomorrah? What had happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? All right, their land got ultimately destroyed with fire and brimstone. The same thing is going to happen to America. America is going to overthrow America as he did to Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, because that's his vengeance against America for its wickedness. All right, and Sodom and Gomorrah, that spirit is in America in this day and age. Everybody's trying to be gay. The girl's gay. The man's gay. Shit, the dog is gay too, probably. We don't know. That's the spirit of America. So it's basically fitting for America to be judged as Sodom and Gomorrah, because it is a sodomite nation. All right, that does pedophilia, that does wickedness, that provokes what is it called? They provoke adultery, provoke it, they provide it, they appraise it. Being a nigga, being a stupid idiot, they uphold it in America. All right, and it's sad, but no, it's not sad. That's fitting, because I don't like this country at all. But that's just the reality. And America is going to be getting hit by nukes. All right, it's gonna get hit by nukes so many times. It is gonna be unbelievable. All right, verse 20, it says, this it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it dwell from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arab pitch tents there, neither shall the shepherd make their fold there. But the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their house shall be full of doleful creatures, and the owls shall dwell there, and the sashi shall dance there. Meaning that the wild beasts of the animals is going to be dwelling in America, with the desolate buildings, the desolate big towers, where all those skyscrapers going to be falling down. The shockwave of the nukes is going to most likely destroy those skyscrapers. So, it's going to be empty houses, empty cars, melted ass cars. That's basically what's going to come to pass. The doleful creatures are going to be dancing, they're going to be screaming, they're going to be laughing, because, there's who's going to be, attacking them? Nobody, because nobody's going to be in that land anymore, Verse 22, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. And we're in that time where America's days are not being prolonged anymore. It's to the point where basically Putin has a plan. It seems like that Putin got a plan against America, and that plan is not good. There's not no, America's gonna get good stuff. America's gonna be okay. No, there's a woes after woes after woes, and prophecy's coming in fast. And if we're in a time where Russia's about to go to war with America, how much more closer the MOTB? Because when the MOTB come out, there's gonna be MOTB is gonna be as a solution to be part of society. And a lot of people's gonna afford to take it. A lot of people's gonna be affording to take it. Because you won't be able to buy and sell without that chip. All right, Esau Edom's gonna come down great wrath to make sure you take it. All right, if your house bills ain't getting paid and you ain't getting paid, well, guess what? Too bad, you ain't getting this chip. What? That don't make no sense. I meant to say slip of a tongue. I was already thinking about that. I just said right there, but what I was trying to say is that if you don't have the chip, if you don't have the chip in your right hand or on your left hand, anywhere in your body, you won't be able to pay your bills. You won't be able to buy groceries. You won't be able to do anything. All right, and if you won't be able to do anything, you didn't pay your bills. Guess what? You're getting kicked out the house. All right, they're gonna kick you out because you're not paying no bills. Oh, but I don't want to get the chip. Too bad. You got to take it. They're going to be in a rush because they're going to war against two damn nations. And they just created a new currency where it's going to combat against America currency. It's going to be bad news for America. So America is not going to take no, yes, no. They're not going to care. They're going to say take it or not. If you don't take it, then you can be left for dead. That's it. That's the spirit of America in the upcoming future. America is not going to spare nobody. And that's the time we're about to get into. We're going to be entering a time of woes and only woes. Riots going to start. People's going to protest. People's gonna start killing one another. Civil wars gonna happen because they want Trump out the office. Then they're gonna start doing other stuff. Look, man, it's gonna be a great woes. Great destruction is about to come to pass. All right, but that's how I do want to get into today. I thought I want to talk about Putin's secret plan because it seems like it's gonna go according to prophecy. All right, they're gonna go to war against America through what? Israel and Iran. Because as soon as America joined the war with Israel, and it is already 100% confirmed that America's going to join the war with with Israel against Iran, it's a matter of time where Russia's going to come in and go against America in the Middle East. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH for giving me the opportunity to do this lesson. I do want to give double honor to the elders and apostle GREATMILLSTONE for teaching the truth by using precept upon precepts and line upon line. Shalom.